Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing another episode of creating a solar system. So it's been a while since we've done one of these, and the main reason for that is I was just waiting for the update 26. So now we have got the update 26, we can go ahead and create the new system. So I'm going to be doing the pastel coloured solar system as requested by you guys a while ago now. So we're going to be making a whole system out of very, very light pale coloured objects, all pastel colours. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to background to just basic for the time being. So we'll just turn that off right now. Star wise, what should we go for our main star today, I wonder? Let's just no, that's not what I want to do. Let me drag there should be a way I can drag this add object. I don't know what's going on there. There used to be a way where I could drag this object thing off. Right, never mind. Let me stop me mucking around with that. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, I am not used to this interface. Yeah, that's what I want to do. You have to manually drag it out now. This arrow just closes the menu completely. It doesn't do what it used to do. But yeah, there was a way to drag this add object thing off the screen. So I don't know what's happened there. Right, onto stars. What should we roll with? I mean, we only have to do pale colours, so it doesn't really matter what star we pick. So I think I'll go with we could probably do a triple star system. How about that? So what I will use is any star at all. Let's go with Formahole B is quite big, isn't it, compared to the sun? So B, or I could use A. Yeah, let's use A, B, C. How about that? So I'll go A. We'll put B. This is just a rough little drawing, I guess, so far. So I don't know how I'm going to do this just yet, but I'm going to put star B, fair distance away, and then star C. I'm going to put you at an even further point. So put it like that, just to start off with. We'll put orbits on. Okay, so there we go. That's what we've got. So let's just click play. Let's see if it works. So let's just go full speed. Does that work? It looks like this outer star doesn't like it. No, object C. Yep, really doesn't like it. Right. So A and B work all right, but the C is a little fishy still. It's still being interrupted by the. I'm guessing star B is doing that. So we'll have to see if we can work our way around that. But yeah, see, this is working for the time being. So let's put zones on as well. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag you a little further out. We want to go auto orbit before it flies off, of course. So let's go to auto orbit like that, roughly. Click play, auto orbit again. There we go. So just to reset it. Right. So that is sitting on the edge of the disk of the original star. Right. Now let's check the mass. So A has 1.92 suns. This has got 0.7 suns. Maybe we could try and sneak in a brown dwarf or something. What about my good old Proxima? How would Proxima work? See, yeah, it happens to Proxima as well. Well, we could have the third star actually closer than the second star. So, in theory, that would become the third star. So, let's try, where are we using there? Okay, so let's put star C a little closer to the parent star itself. So let's do that. How would that work? Let's see here. It seems like star B would still get interrupted a little bit. Okay, never mind. We'll just go over just the good old binary then for this system. So let's just put that further out again. Just reset it. Got to get it exactly how we like it. Right, and then I'll just give it a slight, yeah, why not? Or we could go let's go a little more insane. I don't usually do ones like this. Let's just do that. There we are. So now that will just happily go around like that without any problems. Looking good. Right. And I think I will just extend its orbital period ×2, just a little further out. Right, there we go. Right, now we can get on to the planets. So we're going to slow down time because we are going way too fast. So let's just slow it down to a couple of days. Right, looking good. Still getting used to this new interface. We'll just call it pastel coloured system, like so. There we go, pastel coloured system. Get that in there. Right, now to the planets. So let's see, what should we start off with? Any templates we want to use here? So I definitely want to use the deluxe object again. So definitely have to try a pastel version of that. That could be quite good actually. So right, any planets that meet the eye? Anything? Because obviously they're all going to be changed anyway, because they have to be very, very clear objects. I mean, yeah, pastel coloured, so got to be very, very light shades of stuff. So I guess I could start off with one of my really old gas giants. How about that? Let's put this in. So let's put it there. This is quite brightly coloured already, quite bright, pastel-y like colours, not really anything. Yeah, so something like that. That works. Yeah, that's fine. That's one of my oldest saved gas giants, this one here. So check that out. Yep, that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with using this. Bright colours, yeah, pastel, looking good. So there is our first object there. So a good old regular object in here to begin with. Right, now moving on. What should we go with next? So it's a hard choice. I do want to try and use some of the banded ones if possible, but I don't want to be customizing bands for a whole time. We've got we've got Toy 270D here. How does that look? Let's place that in a little closer as well. See, the blues on that are a little too vibrant for my liking, so I'm not going to use that. But one thing I will do is I'll go over fresh rocky planet, I think. So random rocky. Let's place it. Yeah, place it there. So how far are we from our star? So let's see here. So motion. Ooh, 1.1 AU away. Okay, roughly. So orbital period 11.1. So it's just under a year. It's actually got oceans on it. Look at that. Right. So surface. No, appearance. Right, there we go. So it's got to be bright pastel colours. So we'll just go with really, really white to start off with. Now, what colour do we want to put this in? It doesn't matter what colour it is. I'm going to try maybe a light red. How would a light pastel sort of reddish object look? Look at that. So it's like a very light. Yeah, okay, I'm liking that. So we've got the water on it. I'm surprised the water hasn't evaporated. So what temperature? Okay, so that's going to warm up. We'll just remove the water because I'm not expecting the water to stay on it. So we'll just leave it like that. It looks quite cool. I want to see the surface texture on this one. So that's going to warm up. Mass and stats wise, that's fine the way it is to me, so I'm going to leave that there. So there's our first pastel sort of coloured object. It's very, very light shades, nothing too colourful there. So that is our first one. Actually, speaking of the colours, stars. What should we do for the stars? I mean, this is already a light blue, isn't it? So I don't think we really need to customise that. And then the other one, I guess we could maybe just brighten it up a bit. I mean, it's not really going to... What about like a lightish green? I mean, since it's more of an orange style already, it's harder to sort of customize one like this. I guess we could have like a faint, like bluish sort of shade. I mean, that's a kind of a light blue, isn't it? So something like that, just a simple light blue, nothing too crazy. That's a little too much blue, so you just have to find that sweet spot. Something like that. I'll come back to that another time though. So there we go. So we've got 2 planets so far. I want to put labels on. So there we are. So we got our star A. Let's have a planet really close to the star as well. So we'll go over random gassy. And what I can do is I can go to our old... so if I just search rainbow, do we have any... Yeah, I'm going to use the one of the really old rainbow ones. I'm going to place it there. Close that all off. Right, here we go. It is smoking up. Right, that's not good. Oh dear, right. Let's slow it down. That is heating up way too much. So we'll go over 0.4 Jupiters, so something a little bigger there. Appearance, composition, what we made of. Okay, so remove the water, none of that. Oh, okay, that's a lot bigger, right. Everything else is fine. Control D, just get rid of all the particles. Right, 0 degrees, just briefly. Right, colours, what do we want to do here? So, I want to make them a lot more pastel, so we're just going to do this. So we're going to see how this looks. Yes, okay. Something like that. Yellow. Bit more, tad yellow, and then red. And already we are seeing, so that's definitely looking better. I do want to tweak it a little more. Got to make it a little brighter. But I'm thinking something like that is what we are after. So how are we looking? Yeah, that. Pastel rainbow, I guess. So check that out. What do you think of that? That looks quite good, actually. I have to say, that does look really good. So yeah, I'm happy with the way that's looking. And obviously that should heat up to around 300 degrees. That will actually warm it up and make it quite hot as well. So that looks quite good. So surface. I do want to increase the albedo, I should say. So how are we looking? So 300 degrees. See what it cools down to. About 200. Is it gonna cool down? So it sounds like, I reckon if we keep it looking like that, it can look quite good. So we'll come back to it, see how it looks. So there's our rainbow object there, pastel version of the rainbow object. So looking good. Right, now where could we head next? I'm going to do the Rainbow Deluxe. I think I'll save that for another episode. I want to get the initial part of the system built. So, right, where are we? Ooh, some of the competition objects. Maybe they could be quite good in here. I'm not sure. They have to be pale colours though, so... Ooh, I'm not sure. It's going to be difficult. There's a lot to choose from. Spoilt for choice, really, with all this. Got the good old Planet 9 we could use. That's quite a pale shade. I mean, we could make a more pale version of Planet 9, actually. So how about we try that? So let's place our Planet 9. Let's have it quite far out. Why not? So let's place it somewhere there. Right, so Planet 9. Right, now what we're going to do to you is you already... Yeah, so we're going to make it... We're going to do this. We're going to make it a light-coloured Planet 9. A pastel Planet 9. How does that look? Looking a lot different already, but what do we think of that? Almost reminds me of a realistic sort of Neptune in the way it's looking now. Just a very palish blue shade. I mean, obviously Neptune's not as deep blue as I have my custom one, but yeah, that's not looking too shabby actually. I'm liking it. So we've got a pastel coloured Planet 9 now. It's actually receiving light from the second star, as we can see here. There's a slight, I want to say, there's a slight bit of light it's receiving from the star, obviously behind us over there. I mean, this one is nowhere near as luminous. I mean, it's 0.1 suns. I mean, what's star 8? We got 16.6 luminosity of sun. So it's quite a difference there, right? Now, one thing I do want to try is I do want to attempt another star again, but I want to make it a cold star. So let's try Tea Garden Star. So this is a very small little brown dwarf sort of thing here. That should not affect the orbits because this thing is very, very lightweight. It's only 0.139 suns, so it shouldn't cause too many issues. But what we can do is, voila, cold star. Now this, how would this look? So temperature is quite low, isn't it? I mean, what temperature? Luminosity, that should be minus stats. Now, temperature, yep, that's right. It's quite dim. It's a very dim object. Is it because of the temperature? Temperature. Oh, right. Okay. Didn't like that. Right, so don't mess with temperature on cold stars. Right, let's just look back onto our star. Add that in again. We're going to try it again. This is the first time experimenting with cold stars in a system, so this should be interesting. So, what if I make the temperature higher first? Okay, so that's not changed. Okay, so let's try that. Now if I make it a cold star. Still quite dim. How does this one look if I make it a cold star? See, it should be glowing. Why is this one not glowing? Interesting. What I could do is I could add another one and then redo its stats. So I'll go over normal star this time. Let's just use a sun for the time being. Let's look back onto the star, please. Right, there we go. Right, sun. We're going to place the sun there. We've got the simulation pause. Okay, that's fine. Right, now what I'm going to do to you is I'm going to... Why has it got 1.01? That doesn't seem right. Half it. So that makes it more of a red star. So what if I make this one a cold star? Does it? So it does it again. Interesting. Oh, it could be mass related. Look. So if I lower the mass, it loses its glow. If I increase the mass, it gets its glow. So the more mass it has, the brighter it gets. Right. Good to know. So, how am I going to make it work? So this one... So what if I made this a cold star? How would that work? So, now that one doesn't glow much either. Interesting. So it seems like you have to have an object with quite a lot of mass for it to work. Very interesting. It would be cool to get a cold star in. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't glow much, actually. So, no, I'll go back to good old Tea Gardens down here. Let's place that in. Oh, no, game, stop. Yeah, the new interface, kind of weird. Right, place that in. Right, so enough of me messing around. We're just going to go straight on cold star. Does it have a zone or anything? Oh, it does. Hey, look at that. Hey, it's got a tiny, tiny little one. Yeah, that's cool. Look at that. Tiny little thing. So, Tea Garden Star. Tiny little cold star. So if we click play, does it move? I think they move, don't they? Increase the time. Spam click. You can see it's, yeah, it does move. Yeah, that's cool. So we've got our cold star added in. Let's add trails back on, right? No orbit, sorry. There we go. So we've got Tea Gardens in there. Now, colour-wise, so how are we going to make the colour on this work? 'Cause it's already a very dark colour, isn't it? So there's not really much we can do to make it a pastel sort of shade. I mean, would you class that as pastel? I think it looks too much of a deep purple, personally, so I'm not too sure how we can make that work. I know green doesn't really work on the cold star, so maybe what about like a lightish blue? How would a light blue work? So that just goes back to purple. Oh, trying to get a cold star to work will be challenging. I mean, if we try... Whoa. What's happened to rainbow? No. We do not want you spiraling in. Auto orbit. Actually, looking at it, that is exactly how I wanted to look. The slight glows to it. Right. You okay? All right, cool. So back to the main star. I'll pause it again. So if I was to do this. Right, so this one glows. Is there any way to make it a pastel shade? Let's just have a little experiment. No, I don't think you can with cold stars. I mean, I can't get any shade of it to look like a... Yeah, the colours are too deep. That red one does look awesome. But yeah, that doesn't work then. So we'll put that back to normal star. And we'll leave it alone. We're not going to keep touching it. So cold stars, not the one for today's episode, unfortunately. So auto orbit. What's going on with the rainbow gas here? What's causing that? Surely it can't be the second star, right? No way. What's going on with rainbow gas? It's the only one doing it. Is there a problem? Has it got position lock switched on? Position lock. It's down here. Yes, let's get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. We do not want that position lock rubbish on. So let's do that. Right, there we go. Right, now that's fine. Yeah, there you go. Right, sweet. So what we want to do is, whoa, okay, what's going on over here? Right, I want to lower your orbit again since it did get altered. So we're going to move you in closer to your star. Right, so I want it to warm up again. So 161 degrees. Still a little too far out. Let's make you a little closer. So let's, there we go. There we are. So now it's warming up. That's what I want. 200 degrees roughly. Looking good. So there's our rainbow one. How are we doing over here? So 86 degrees. This one, that's fine. 20 degrees. Planet 9, just chilling out here. Minus 100. Now, I want to try and sneak in a terraformed object in here. So we can roughly work out. So this object here is at about 90 degrees, still increasing. So we're going to need to have an object further out than that if we want to have any chances of getting a habitable world in here. So let's try putting a new one here. So even further out. I'll put the zone on just to see. Okay, so that's in the reddish area. So how hot does this get? Actually, what we'll do is we'll just drag it straight into the area. So we'll drag it into the greenish area. See if it can hold it there. Auto orbit. There we go. So that's orbiting quite close to our gas giant, actually. So I want to have that a little further out then. Don't want it too close to the gassy. So there we go. It's already got quite a decent pastel colour shade on it as well, actually. So that's looking quite good. So how are we doing? Right, let's lower it down. So a lot of spam click in there. Right. It's got some weird lines on it. I wonder what that's all about. Huh, interesting. Right. Temperature's looking alright. I want to add an atmosphere, though, so... Atmosphere, surface. Atmosphere, where are we? God, it's weird. Right, you have to go down here, right. So let's just add atmosphere on. Okay, so there is an atmosphere there. I don't know why it's not very visible. 1 ATM of Earth. Ah, there we go, cool. Right, so we've got our clouds, all of that good stuff. We've got white clouds with a blue atmosphere. Okay, so the clouds are defaultly white now? Interesting. Right. So let's see how that... Does that stable? Okay, so that warms up from 0 degrees. Okay, so we have to see how high it goes. So let's have a look on there. Our orbit is fine, not going to get interrupted by anything. Looking good. So in the meantime, we'll start adding the oceans. So let's add a bit of water. Whoa, what's going on here? Whoa, right. So let's lower the amount of water on it as well. Why is that doing that then? That seems pretty weird. 20 degrees. Right, how are we doing? So does that warm up or cool down from 20 degrees? Come on. Gonna warm up? No? Cool down? Come on, do something. Speed up. 20.1. Okay, that's still warming up. So if we add and remove the water a bit. So let's see. Is it come on? Gonna melt? Please melt. Alright. Still frozen. Come on. Give us water. If I add a lot of water. Ah. Right. Those lines are strange, aren't they? What is going on with those? Oh, hello. Right. Slow her down. Too fast. Right. How are we looking? Just let that flood up a bit. We have ice on it as well. So let's hide the ice. Snow. There we go. Colours, though. It's already looking quite well. That was the high elevation. The clouds just changed. I didn't even change the clouds. The clouds are somewhere else. Surface colours. Yeah, the cloud menu's not even there yet, but let's just continue with this. So, yeah, just light, pale colours. It's already in a nice default colour for us, so I'm not going to change the default. I'm just going to brighten them up. Right, how does that look? Then we'll close it, open the menu again. We should be able to customise the clouds. I guess we can throw some lights on it as well, actually. There we go. Let's see here. Yes! Right, let's get a nice chunk of city lights. Come on. Let's see, we'll roll with that. Colour-wise... light pale colour, of course. There we go. Like that. Now, snow on... yeah, I don't want snow. Right. Cloud colour. What do we want for our clouds? Right. That's white? Huh, interesting. Very interesting. Right. Interface, atmosphere. What do we want for atmosphere? That doesn't look too right to me. Blue. See, this should be light blue. Why is it going like a pale colour? That's strange. Huh. Light green, maybe? Pastel light green colour. That still looks a little too green for my liking. That doesn't look like a white atmosphere to me, I have to say that. What's going on with this? That looks more like a brownish shade. That's pretty weird. Cloud colour. Ooh, oh, right. Let's go with like a shaded green, maybe. I do want to try and incorporate some green on it. Oh, we got a yellow. I could try a yellow. Sort of sandy yellow, maybe. Yeah, I think the atmosphere looks fine the way it is, honestly. I think I'm going to leave that. So that's fine. I'm quite happy with that. Nice world we've got just there. Check its stats. 92 and 40. Nothing too shabby. Right, there we go. Quite high on the mass. Radius is a little larger than Earth. But yeah, there we go. So that's not a bad world to make there. So looking good. Right. So there is that one done. Right. So heading back to the star. See if we can probably sneak another object in before we finish off today's episode. So let's put one around the second star. We haven't done that yet. So what should we put around here? I think we'll start off with a gas giant. So let's see if there's any I could use that could fit our criteria. Right, let's see. Anything at all? Come on. Any pale coloured ones? Come on. They're all quite vibrant, these guys, so I'm not too sure. What about one of the old glowing ones? They could be quite interesting. Let's try that. So, don't want to make it too far away from the start. Oh, no, I didn't click that. Come on, don't close on me. Glow in. Right. Put you there. So that's in orbit of the star, right? So what we got over here? Right, so I should be able to customize this thing's bands. Yeah. Oh, right. Hi. Very, very shiny. Right. Colors. So if I go just light shades of red to begin with, and then we'll customize it further on the road. So, oh my god, that's very bright. Right. So what colors can we go? That's really, really bright. Wow. Green. Ooh, red and green. That is a little too bright, I have to say. I mean, that is pretty nuts. What if we put it on the other side of the star? So, where's it? So how does it look that way around? So I've just moved it in its orbit. I think it's a little too bright, honestly. Damn. Right, okay, never mind. We'll just scratch that. It is a little too much glowing for my liking for this system. So let's look back onto our start. Right. So we'll try one more. Right, what should we go with? That one could be quite good. Or maybe I could re-customize one of them as well. I can always do that. So what if I use my WASP 12B? I think that could be quite... Let's place that there. Now, I know the colours are way too vibrant, but what I can do is just re-customize them. So, right, like this. Let's do this. Let's make this. Brighten all the colours up and see how it looks afterwards, just by increasing the brightness on these. So, it's going to transform into a completely different object now. So, this will be interesting to see. So, just a random cleanup here. Oh, it's really, really changing. Look at this. All the reds are going to pinks now because we're making super light reds. But yeah, we've created a completely new object from all of this. Look at that. So, do that. And then at the last red one, we want this one. That's our result. Look at that. It's very pink. So, yeah, I think some of them are still a little too much on the pink side. So, I will make them a little, tad little brighter. So, there we go. What do you think of that? Pastel sort of shades there. Quite light shades. Yeah, I think that's all right. I mean, obviously, if there's any feedback you guys have, anything I should change, let me know down below in the comments for this. But yeah, there's WASP 12B re-customized. So there we are. And then I think I put one rocky planet on here to finish today's episode. So what could we use? Oh, I wouldn't mind trying an Earth. What about a pastel-coloured Earth? How would that look? This place be quite close to star. It's not going to be, obviously, terraformed as much as it normally is. But let's give this a shot. So... oh, hang on. Yes, custom. Right. Pastel-coloured Earth. We'll just hide the... Oh, no. Go. Oh, open the menu. No. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. Right. Appearance. Right, let's see here. City lights we can put on. Yeah, that's fine. Atmosphere clouds. Right, so this is our Earth at the moment. Snow. Off. On or off. Okay. Colours. Right. Is that gonna even let us do anything? No? Surf a little broken. It's got those weird lines on it again. What are those lines all about? What is this? What is that? Oh god, we have broken something. What's the lines about? Right, let's try. We'll try. That was a custom, so we'll just try a default normal Earth this time. Place it there. Delete the imposter. There we are. Oh, this one's got lines as well. What are the lines about? Have I got some weird option switched on or? That is peculiar, isn't it? What all the lines are all about? I've got no clue. I don't know. If anyone knows what the lines are, please let me know down below. But I'm sure a fresh new Earth shouldn't have lines like that on it, right? So, seems a little weird to me. Right, can I customize it now? Aha, right, now it's letting us. So, let's rotate it around so we can actually see where the most of the land is. We'll get a bit of Africa, America showing up in the daytime. Right, so slow it down. Pause it. Right, colours. Pastel shades, right. Ooh, right. So what's the main colour? Can we... No? Ah, okay, so mid-elevation, that's what we want. Right. What colour should we have it? Should we go like a pastel green earth? Pastel cyan blue earth? I do like the cyan blue. That doesn't really do much. I guess we'll have that as a green. What about a light green? So, ooh, that's looking rather interesting, isn't it? Right, and then that colour doesn't really do much. I mean, it's obviously the high elevations of the mountains. You've got the Indies down there. I think it is Himalayas, the Alps near Italy over there. Himalayas is probably the best bet for where you can see all the stuff. But what we do is we also atmosphere. More pale shades, please. How about that? Sort of like a turquoisey green shade. Clouds. There, the clouds. Blue? Or red. Oh, this is gonna be pale red clouds with a pale green atmosphere. Oh god, this is a very interesting Earth design. That's what it looks like underneath. So there's our red mountains. They look really crazy. Right, elevation. I want to have a little. That's too much. That's over the top. Oh, purple. Look at purple. Pale sort of indigo purple. What do we think of that? So like a lavender coloured Earth. Pale lavender colour. These lines are really weird, aren't they? I mean, if we just take a look in here, I mean... Oh, these lines are strange, aren't they? Huh. They are very peculiar. Almost looks like they're like a little ravine or something. That is peculiar, right. Back to the mountains, though. Snow, switch that off so you can really see where the high elevation is now. That red is way too dominant. Let's try a green. What about a light green? So we'll go on a flashlight mode. View. No, view is that one. Flashlight. Yes, now we can see. So that needs to be a lighter green. So we've got the pale green, we've got the pale indigo-y purple. This last colour, that doesn't really do much, but you can see it changes a bit in the water. So how do we want that? So what colours? Well, I quite like the sort of like a pale sandy yellow. How about that? So that's our weird Earth with its very weird lines. I mean, what's going on down here? God, right, that seems very strange. Maybe it's a bug. I don't know. If anyone knows what the lines are all about, if I clicked an option by accident, please let me know. So I've got no clue. But there's our sort of pastel, pale coloured Earth. What do you think of that? Any tips, feedback, stuff I should change? Let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, pastel coloured Earth. What do you think of that? So it's not too... I guess it's not too much different. I do want to change... I mean, from a distance, I mean... You probably the only thing you can really notice is the continents look different. But one thing I do want to do is city lights. Lights. Interface contrast. Contrast. That's a new. I don't remember contrast being there. One. Huh. I don't remember that contrast being there. City lights. There we go. That's what I want. Right. I am not blind. Right. It's got to be a pale colour, isn't it? So pale green. How about pale green city lights on a purple? Yeah. And then cloud colour. I kind of want to put you to green. Sort of a palish green shade. Well, what if I do a pale purple atmosphere? How'd that look? Looks a little more. How about that? Well, green clouds, purple atmosphere. I think that looks quite good, actually. So there's our pastel coloured Earth for the time being. But yeah, again, guys, if you've got any feedback, suggestions, let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, I'm going to end off today's episode there of part 1 of the pastel coloured solar system, guys. So we'll make sure to save it, first of all, because I don't want to lose it. So save, replace, always save your systems. Right, now let's get a chart mode and just get a lineup of everything we have got so far. So we've got our stars. That star, I still think that could be changed. But then we've got WASP-12b, we've got our rainbow gas. Then we've got PSO here. Then onto the Planet 9, the pale Planet 9. We've got our other colonized world. That's doing quite well. I'm quite happy with that. We've got our pale, like, pinkish, reddish colour. And then we've got our pale pastel Earth. So there's the full line. I think it looks quite good, I have to say. So, yeah, any feedback, though, guys, suggestions, let me know in the comments. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And, yeah, part 1 of creating a pastel-coloured solar system, guys. So, yeah, that all said and done, though, make sure you have a great day. Let's see if we can go for 30 likes on today's video, guys. Again, a massive thank you for 17,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Join us on the journey to 18,000 subscribers now. Wow, that is absolutely crazy. But yeah, huge thank you to you all again for that. And yeah, that is pretty much everything. So like I said, have a great day. Stay safe out there. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.